It's always fun to watch skillful people do their thing, especially when they're masters of their craft. Disclaimer, you might feel like a total couch potato watching these badass people. Today, we're going to show 30 people with insane skills caught on camera. Stick around till the end to watch a guy stick his bare finger into a can. This guy figured out a way to make a speedball sound like a drum beat. He even explains how he does it, but we still don't get it.
Single fist here, hear that beat, changes.
This makeup is absolutely terrifying, and yet wonderful to look at. For a second, you almost can't tell which set of eyes and lips are the real ones, and which ones are drawn on. The mastery is just that perfect. He's making the pole look like an amusement park ride, the way he's swinging and riding around on it. This man set 2 new world records, one being for most shots fired in 1 second, that is 8 shots, the other for reloading his gun the fastest, 12 seconds. Now that's impressive.
2.99.
So in this weird sport, what you do is attach the fishing rope to an arrow and then launch it into the water. We're not sure how, but it seems to have worked for this person.
The gills, actually. Boom!
We all know Michael Phelps as being a really fast swimmer. But here, we see he's talented in other things too. He made a golf putt, and it went on and on, reaching a distance of 160 feet. The longest televised golf putt ever. In order to get good footage of the race, one cameraman decided to actually become a part of it while recording it too. Now that's dedication to the job. Not to mention how he's actually keeping up with the competitors as well. What do you do when you're only one person and have to move an entire fridge with the help of one small cart? What this guy did. Single-handedly wheel the whole thing. If only we could. He makes it look so easy. These guys can do math really fast. They almost don't even need calculators. He threw a ball from pretty far away, and it hit only the top can on the beer pyramid. Wow! This cyclist had to get to the other side, but there's one problem. There's no road that'll take him there. He just gathers momentum and leaps instead, and is successful too. Boxing training looks insane. That machine rotates the rod, and it can hit you at any time. But it's no match for this kid. He dodges all those hits like a pro. He not only does a slow-mo backflip, but he also does it while perfectly miming as if he's actually on some steps. And then he also does it again counterclockwise. These obstacles don't look easy. There's tires with huge rocks on them, insanely narrow ramps, but it's not a problem at all for this guy. It's almost like the bike is a part of him, like an extra body part. He's got such perfect control over it. This cake doesn't look like a cake at all. See how neatly the logo imprints on the surface? No way is that edible. It's too pretty to eat, not to mention the slab of chocolate wrapped around it. An excavator driver used the claw of the machine to thread a needle in an apple. We'd never have believed that if not for this video. It can't be easy achieving such precision with such a huge machine. He threw a burning spear onto some prepared firewood across the river. That's one way to do it. When he couldn't find a gym near him, this guy decided to set one up in the snow outside, using everyday objects. He's not even dressed for winter. He's got shorts and half-sleeve shirt on. He doesn't look cold at all either. Mike Tyson in his glory days was really on another level. Watch him dodge some insane hits here. He wears his enemy out and lets him throw as many jabs as he wants, then moves in for the kill. Okay, so he starts off by looking the other way and then distorts the perfect Rubik's Cube. Then he does something with it and brings out yet another one and does something to that too. They aren't solved in the least, or so we thought. When placed side by side, we realize that they're exactly the same. This guy had to get his scooter out, but was being blocked into the parking space by a car parked right behind him. He takes some time to think of what to do, tries to squeeze out in the little space he has. When that fails, he finally just lifts the car and moves it aside, making enough space so he can leave. We weren't expecting that. Fridges are expensive, and when buying one, you also have to pay for the delivery. Here, someone found a way to cut costs simply by carrying the fridge on his shoulders while riding a bike instead. We didn't know it was possible to be that strong. Those things are really heavy. He made a shot, but the ball went too high and got lodged in the back of the hoop. Not to worry though, he grabbed a hold of the net and pulled himself up. Got the ball out easy. This man had been sitting on the road for hours in a standoff. A sniper stepped in and ended the conflict. Not by shooting the man, but by shooting the gun he was holding and disarming him. Now that requires some insane accuracy. Through some camera work and distortion, this guy made himself look like an expert skateboarder. He painted the track on the floor, then laid down and captured himself frame by frame doing some cool stunts. This guy mastered using a claw machine, then exploited that and took everything out that he wanted. It can't be easy driving a vehicle that long on the road with other cars, but this driver knows what they're doing. They made the turn like a pro, earning a thumbs up from someone who happened to be witnessing this display of skill. This guy's extremely strong and he wants to show it. He first breaks out of a dozen Ziplocs, then crushes an apple with his chin, then punctures a can with his bare finger and opens a dragon fruit with his hand. Alright, comment down below which of these people impressed you the most. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to Trend Joint, and we'll see you in the next one.